Welcome back to the second segment of the hashtag Brothers of Baseball show. Here we are. The family is in the building. There's Anna, there's Mike, and as of Saturday, Anna was pretty doggone excited, and I'll let her tell you why in just a second. Me, not so much. Mike, yeah, he's pretty excited too. Say what's up to the people out there, y'all.
What's up, everyone? Happy Memorial Day weekend.
That's right. Anna is still so excited that she can't even say hello to everybody. I don't get it.
I said hi and I waved.
That was 3 days ago when the Twins had that walk-off. Now, come on, get over it now. Okay. All right. Just in case you missed it in the first segment, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm gonna get y'all's thoughts on actually it's too good, too bad, and too ugly. But I want to get y'all's thoughts on one of the goods here in the second segment as we get ready to roll forth this second segment. It is being brought to you by the Big Game Christian Sports Network. That's right. Thank you for tuning in to the hottest future forward online station in the collective galaxy, the BGC Sports Network. Hashtag BGCSN1 and BGCSN2. Stream us while you work, cook, or clean at home on Alexa by saying, Alexa, start BGC Sports Network, as well as go to bgcsports.net to tune in for upcoming schedules and events. Okay, so let me ask you guys about the too good that I did in the first segment, and it occurred on Friday night, Mike. On Friday night, Mike.
Yes, Willie.
That's the inside joke for everybody out there that's checking us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram TV. I see you guys out there watching, and of course Twitter. My too good. One of my too goods was Ronald Acuna Jr.'s return to the Atlanta Braves on Friday night in a series against the San Diego Padres. I want to get both y'all's quick thoughts on the first pitch he sees upon return. Booyah! As Stuart Scott used to say, out of the park. Mike, you will. I mean, the Braves are in your division. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say, sir.
I mean, Ronald Acuna Jr. coming off that ACL tear from last year. The guy was the MVP the year prior. So, hey, he plays for the Braves. So welcome back, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Welcome back, but not really.
Oh, hey, the Braves are making their move. I mean, it started out slow, but, just got Strider back in, Ronald Acuna Jr. So, it's still a 3-team race in the National League East.
Big deal. Yes, sir. All right, Anna, your thoughts on the return of one Ronald. I told y'all I was in vacation mode. Okay, Ronald Acuna Jr.
My thoughts are he's back. I mean, yeah, first at bat, that home run, and he's been hot since he's been back since. I believe he hit a home run Saturday today as well. So I think I saw that, unless they were replaying from his prior at bat, but he seems to be coming out hot. So good for him. It's better for baseball when he's playing, and the Braves kind of held it down long enough to be still sort of relevant in the National League, which is just absolutely loaded. So It's a good thing.
I agree. And remember, Ronald Acuna Jr., JR was the first player ever to have 40 home runs and 70 stolen bases in a season, only to be eclipsed by what we saw Shohei Ohtani do in 2024 with the 50-50 club. So very, very good baseball. And you're right. It's like when the Raiders are good, everything's good in the NFL. So Ronald Acuna Jr., I'm not comparing you to the Raiders because it's the Raiders, but nevertheless, it is what it is. All right. So we're going to dive into the week that was here in just a moment. I actually have a did you see that I kind of just surprised you guys with. And I don't know if either of the two of you play video games. Yes, no, maybe.
No, used to.
Used to.
Don't have no time.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, here is the this episode's edition of.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
So let me just put this up on the screen because the MLB, the show, has come out with a new rating for said players, and that, of course, is Hunter Brown, Brian Wu, Hunter Green, Joe Ryan, Josh Hader, Logan Webb, Andres Munoz, Nathan Eovaldi, Cal Raleigh, Byron Buxton, Alex Bregman. I'm not going to give it the same energy as what we have seen from the Madden curse in the NFL, but Alex Bregman being on this list and then subsequently winding up on the injured list, I'm going to say that they're not one and the same. But any names on this list, and just for everybody out there in context, we know that the diamond rating is like the highest rating you can have in this game. Anybody on this list that you are surprised to see, Anna, or not surprised to see, or what have you?
I mean, my ears perk up because I heard two Twins players named, Joe Ryan and Byron Buxton, and Joe Ryan has been absolutely on fire, so he deserves to be on there. Byron Buxton, I mean, he was, but he got hurt, and he's, we're going off potential and what he's done so far, so I guess I agree with it. I didn't tune out to the rest. I heard them, but those two just piqued my interest the most because they're players from my team. So keep adding them on. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can tell you right now that there's not one single athletic on this list. So be that as it may, Mike, the Rocky Balboa of the ShakeBack Media Group, your thoughts on this particular list?
I would say Nathan Eovaldi and Alex Bregman because they've been around for some time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just not newcomers like majority of the other guys.
No doubt.
Just kind of stand, like those names stand out to me, like right from the out of the gate.
Yeah. And I think for me, I like seeing on this list the new guys. I love seeing Cal Raleigh on this list. That dude out there in Seattle was putting on a show. I'm sure we're going to be talking about Seattle in our prep power rankings at some point. Mm-hmm. What's up, Jamie? Jayhawk for life, 519. That's my little sissy. I love her dearly. She's watching us on Instagram TV. Thank you for checking us out. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of that because we don't need it anymore. Because we're going to move on to the next part of the show. And y'all know I like to throw y'all for a loop, right? Everybody out there knows me that knows when I'm doing these shows, I like to throw a wrench in the plan, a monkey wrench in the plan. So what that basically entails is what? We have a thing or a game that we like to call...
Yeah. Go foul. Stay fair! Go foul! Stay fair! Go foul! It's fair! It's foul!
Please go foul!
No! Ball! Wrong again, Ernie!
I could watch that movie. I could turn that movie on right now and act like I have never seen it before. I'll be laughing at the opening credits. I'm telling you. Okay, fair or foul? And the Minnesota Timberwolves will come back and win this series after being down 0-2. Fair? Do you believe it? Foul? You don't believe it?
I'm going to say foul. This team, I mean, a couple things. The Thunder are crazy, the way that they play, the amount of fouls that they get. Like, I don't know that this Timberwolves team is equipped to overcome that. I'm hoping they come back and win a game or two and make it competitive, but just deep down in my gut, I call foul. I just don't think they can do it. Listen, I'll be very pleasantly surprised and happy if they do, but it feels like a lot to overcome with the physicality of that team, and just they're a really good team.
Yeah, really, really good, really, really deep, and they have this year's MVP in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, Mike, one for you, and it is not baseball related, but we're going to call fair or foul. Fair if you believe it, foul if you don't. With Jason Tatum being out for the entire season next year and a good part of 25-26, the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knickerbockers will both be ascending to the top of the Atlantic Division in the NBA. Fair, you believe it. Foul, you don't.
Foul. Like, you really want me to get started on the Sixers and Josh Harris and the rest of those stinking lousy frauds? I mean, Embiid, done. Paul George stealing money. I mean, they'll screw it up with the third pick. The Sixers, I mean, don't get me started on the Sixers history. 86, you trade the number 1 pick to Cleveland for Roy Henson, and it was Brad Daugherty. You traded Moses Malone for Cliff Robinson and Jeff Rulon, who was done. So you trade Charles Barkley for Tim Perry, Jeff Hornacek, and Andrew Lang, I think. But you didn't, like, Sixers trades. Sixers never get the better end of the deal. And, you know, you traded Wilt to the Lakers. I mean, how bad can it get? I mean, it's the Sixers ought to just move wherever. Go to Camden, New Jersey. I'd rather get an expansion team. Honestly, it's a joke. It's a flat out stinking joke. And Josh Harris, the owner, you're a fraud. End of story.
Well, we have a sound from somebody that's very famous, and I think he wants to tell you something, Mike, about your Sixers. Here he is, right here.
Absolutely, undoubtedly, unquestionably, 100% completely suck.
Exactly. I would definitely say the Knicks. I mean, with Brunson Burner and the rest of those Villanova guys, you know, Villanova's right in the backyard here, right outside of Philly, about a half hour from me. So, well, I'd say the Knicks definitely have way better chance from where this. It's a dumpster fire with the Sixers team. It's horrible.
And unfortunately for Nick Nurse, man, who is the championship coach in Toronto, he's got to deal with all that mess. So,
the guy has nothing to work with. I mean, forget Embiid. Him and Paul George can just go retire in the sunset. It's over.
Yeah.
Know what they say with all that Sam the Scam Hinkie and trust the process? You could just flush the process. They should have flushed that 3 years ago. It's hard. You know, look, Philly fans, we get a bad rep, but hell, we'll bring the lunch pail. We are the most knowledgeable sports fans in the United States. No disrespect to everybody else, but we'll tell it like it is. You know, like, you better bring your lunch pail every damn game, and we'll boo the hell out of you if you don't show up. So I don't want to get started on Philly sports.
Okay, well, I think you just got started.
Me fired up now.
I think we did get you started, but we got to go ahead and reel you in because we need to get back to some baseball.
You really did ring the bell like Balboa. You're coming out.
Oh my gosh. JJ Sports Coverage says, hello, everyone. Well, hello, JJ Sports Coverage. How are you? Daniel Sperry Sports Highlights, always checking in through the big homie. Rest in peace, Darian Hopkins. Spotlight, of course, DHI Impact or DH Impact Media on Twitter. So this is our way of remembering Darian. Okay, so let's get to the week that was. You guys are happy. I'm not. So can I ask you guys a quick question? We have only 3 minutes left to go in the segment. Can I ask you guys a question? Sure. Since the Phillies,
fired up there.
Since the Phillies and the Twins seemingly are headed on a collision course to play in the World Series, there's this. I'm manifesting it for you guys. We're gonna go from the sublime to the ridiculous because the Athletics, the franchise without a city, coming into tape time, have lost 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row. Um, it's like it's kind of like being in high school, and if you're a guy, you see this girl that everybody says is out of your league, but then you try anyway. And then when you try, she shows you just how much out of her league you are. Well, that's how I feel about my athletics, because they teased me. They teased me for all those weeks. They even made an appearance in the hashtag Jabo just a bit outside just 2 short weeks ago. And I think I may have jinxed them, because now we're looking up at everybody in the American League West after we had 3 teams looking up at us at that time. I'm not very happy, but I don't know if I'm unhappy or if I'm just hurt. Mike, which one do you think it would be for me? Am I angry or am I just hurt?
I would say you're hurt.
So it goes in line with the baddest girl in school turning me down because she reminded me of how much out of her league I am. Is that what he's saying, Anna?
It sounds like it. You got him fired up. See, this is what happens.
Yeah, well,
you woke up the sleeping giant.
I think for you guys to say that, not only is it cruel, but it is correct. And you can't really be too upset at the truth, no matter how we may like it, not like it, hate it, think it stinks, all those things. It's just what it is, what it is. And it just goes to show you that I think Mark Kotze might be a little bit in over his head, because this team is talented. This team has a good deal of talent, but they have just not put it together. And I'm not going to blame playing in West Sacramento as the issue, because we had these same players last year, although we really didn't do that much better last year, but we're actually doing better this year up into this point of the season than we did last year. I don't know. I'm just starting to believe that out of the Lakers, the Raiders, and the Athletics, I'm never going to see any one of my teams win a championship again. I just got that feeling. All right, we're going to mute our cams or mute our mics and turn our cams off. Come back on the other side of the break. We got the power rankings and the hashtag look ahead. Willie Epting Jr., Anna, and Mike. Hashtag Brothers of Baseball Show. Y'all coming back and holler at us. What's up, good people? It's your boy, Willie Epting Jr. ShakeBack Media Group, also the hashtag Brothers of Baseball, where we are live on the scene, the official MLB store for Major League Baseball in New York City. The show, hashtag Brothers of Baseball. Make sure you check it out. 12s and 6s, 1s and 7s, Monday through Friday, BGCSN 1 and BGCSN 2. Willie Epting Jr. Come and holler at your boy on the hashtag Brothers of Baseball and the ShakeBack Media Group. Peace. We out. We just gonna groove to this laid back track. Third and final segment. Hashtag Brother Baseball Show. There's Anna. There's Mike. It's your boy Willie. The rant is over. I don't mean Kevin Durant. I mean the rant about the Athletics. Losers of 10 in a row, but it's all good. I still love my team. Shout out to the Twins and shout out to the Phillies. They are now both making major waves across the landscape of Major League Baseball. So we're going to let Mike and Anna give their thoughts on their teams before we get to the power rankings and hopefully the hashtag look ahead. So let's go ahead and jump to it right now. This third and final segment, it is being brought to you by Lakecrest Casino and Resort. I'm sorry, not really. I'm on vacation mode. All right, Lakecrest Casino and Resort. Are you looking for a relaxing getaway? Well, I tell you what, Lakecrest Casino and Hotel gives you all of that plus more. Day and play all day and escape the tedious grind of life. Plan your getaway to Lakecrest Casino and Hotel, Ardmore's premier gaming destination, and let the winning begin. Featuring more than 1,000 of the latest games, plus an array of amenities, including an incredible restaurant, exceptional retail experiences, and a resort-style pool. Lakecrest offers everything you need for an unforgettable escape and so much more. So book your stay today, tonight, tomorrow, last week, this week, sometime. Just do it, please. And book your stay and go all in on one of the area's most exciting destinations, Lakecrest Casino and Hotel. Visit lakecrestcasino.com. Okay, so Anna, your Twins, I need you to give the most excited recap of the week that was for your Twins in a minute and a half or less.
Okay, let's go. So a lot of rain during the week caused a doubleheader. The Twins won 1 of 2 against the Guardians. I was at both games. It was amazing sitting in the rain watching baseball. And then an off day, and then on to a series against the Royals, winning both of those games so far in walk-off fashion. So 3 wins out of 4 games this week. Pretty spectacular. Can't ask for a ton more unless you expect to win them all, but you're going to lose a game every once in a while. So team is now 29 and 22. We're 3.5 games out of first place in the AL Central as of Saturday. With the Tigers haven't played yet, but just keep on rolling. Still people doing things that you're not expecting, and it's exciting to watch. My voice is, hoarse because we went down 4-0 and I thought, oh, great. But I kept watching on this Saturday game, and here we are. We came back and win. So just lots of excitement.
Yeah, who cares? Time's up.
God, a little brutal there. Brutal.
All right, Mike.
Must be that angry A's in you.
Yeah, 90 seconds or less. The week that was for the Phillies.
Well, the week that was, the Fighting Phils won 9 of their last 10. They swept the Pirates last week here in Philly. Went out to Denver, swept the Rockies. Now they're in Sacramento. They won Friday night against the Oakland A's. We'll see how that series.
Yeah, time's up. Who cares? Let's get on to the power rankings. I've had enough of this already. I don't mean to cut you off, but at the same time, I do mean to cut you off. So I don't care about anybody else's successes unless I am getting a piece of it too. And it was your Phillies that beat my A's by another 1-run game, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday night. I have had enough.
4-3.
Yeah, who asked you? Okay. All right, Big Day. Let's come on with these power rankings, man. We got, how many seconds do we have? This show is going by too fast. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left to go in a segment. Let's get to these power rankings. We have the top 5 in the American League, top 5 in the National League. We have just a bit outside in both. And then we have the top 10 in the majors. So without further ado, it's this edition of the hashtag Power Brothers of Baseball Power Rankings. American League, let's go there first. Anna, let's start with you. Give us your top 5.
All right, I'm going to go 5-1 since that's what you guys like to do. I'm going to adjust. So I have the Royals coming in at 5, the Twins at 4, Mariners at 3, Yankees at 2, and Tigers rounding it out at number 1.
One more time, please. I'm hearing sound effects coming from Philadelphia.
I have the Royals at 5, Twins at 4, Mariners at 3, Yankees at 2, Tigers at 1.
Okay. And for people out there that's watching us on Instagram TV, as well as Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, anytime you want to drop your comments on whether or not you agree or disagree with what we're saying, we would love to have it. Okay. Just a bit outside for the American League. Anna, go.
I have the Guardians, Astros, Rangers, and Blue Jays.
I don't think I heard the Athletics. Was that by design? That was by design. Okay. All right. Mike, top 5 in the American League. Go.
Top 5. Same Tigers, Yankees, Mariners, Twins, and Royals.
Wow. Just a bit outside.
Guardians and Astros.
Guardians and Astros. Okay. For me, I have Cleveland. And then for the rest of the time, I agree with you guys. Minnesota, Seattle, New York, Detroit. Just a bit outside for me, I have Kansas City and Cleveland actually swapped. And then there's Houston, Boston, the Angels. Can we give some love to the Angels? The Angels have won, 8 in a row? Coming into Saturday's game? Yeah. So yeah, that's who I have as my just a bit outside. All right, top 5 in the National League. Mike, this is your league. Go.
Phillies, Dodgers, Cubs, Mets, and the St. Louis Cardinals.
One more time.
Phillies, LA Dodgers, Cubs, Mets, Cardinals.
All right. Okay, Anna, go.
I'm almost exactly the same. I have Phillies, Dodgers, Cubs, Mets, but I have Giants at number 5.
Aha. One more time.
Phillies, Dodgers, Cubs, Mets, Giants.
I have the same thing. I have the Mets at number 5 and the Giants at number 4. You can't get swept by the Yankees and not fall and not be in that spot for me. Okay, just a bit outside for the National League. Anna, what you got?
Padres, Cardinals, Diamondbacks.
Okay. Rocky, what you got?
I got the Friars and the D-backs. Friars / Padres. In case nobody knew what that is. But.
The fathers, man. The fathers. All right. I'm going to say this, and it's really reminiscent of what we said last week, Anna, for the National League. I have everybody just a bit outside except for Washington, Miami, Pittsburgh, and Colorado. And you can say that I'm cheating if you want. That's okay. I'll own it. But that's just how I feel about, especially what the Cardinals, have done. They've won 8 out of their last 9 or 9 out of their last 10 or something crazy like that. So they deserve, in my opinion, to be there. Okay. Top 10 in the majors. Anna, go.
So I have Royals at 10, followed by Giants, Twins, Mets, Mariners, Cubs, Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies at 2, and Tigers at number 1.
Okay, I need you to rewind that one for me, please.
So 10 is the Royals, 9 Giants, 8 Twins, 7 Mets, 6 Mariners, 5 Cubs, 4 Yankees, 3 Dodgers, 2 Phillies, 1 Tigers.
You see, that is the great thing, Big Day, about doing these power rankings. It's just like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get. All right, Mike, bring on your top 10, sir.
Well, I'm going to go, not to be biased, I'm going to go Phillies 1, Tigers, Dodgers, Yankees, Cubs, Mariners, Mets, and Twins.
So you got the Twins at number 10.
Yes.
Okay.
That's only 8.
Is that only 8?
No, Royals. My bad.
That's only 9.
Yeah.
Guardians.
Okay. All right. So I agree with you guys with the exception of one team. And you should be able to figure out who it is. And our orders are a little different. So I have Cleveland, the Giants, the Mets. Wait a minute, that's not right. I have Cleveland, the Giants, the Padres, the Mets, the Twins, the Mariners, the Cubs, the Yankees, Philly. That ain't right either because I left out LA. Okay, let me start over. I got you. I got this. I got this. I've got Cleveland, San Francisco, New York. I've got Seattle, Chicago, New York, LA, Dodgers, Philly, Detroit. That's what I have in the top.
You missed it. You only had 9.
I only had 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm glad you account. I'm glad you have the accounting degree. I have a communications degree. So in there, I'm gonna stick the
You skipped the Twins. Was that on purpose?
No, I didn't do that on purpose. The Twins actually should be at number 7.
He wanted to put the A's in there, but
No. That's what it was. I had.
You want to stick the A's in that top 10.
I have the Twins at 7, and I have the Giants at 9. So that's what it was. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out the way, and I never thought that counting the 10 would be so doggone difficult. It's like, are you serious right now? Okay. Hashtag look ahead. We have 3 minutes left to go in the show? Actually, 2. So with that being said, weekend series for the upcoming weekend. And again, you have to excuse me. I am in vacation mode. So let's look at that real quick. Towards the end of the week, which will be May the 29th, 30th, and so forth and so on. It actually will be the first week in June. We have Milwaukee rolling out to Philly. And we have the Athletics going north of the border against the Blue Jays. And Minnesota will be in the Pacific Northwest to battle the first place Seattle Mariners. Real quick, Mike, what is it going to take for a team that is kind of coming on a little bit in the Milwaukee Brewers to get knocked off by the Phillies and to win for the Phillies to win this series?
I say the Phillies take 2 or 3. I mean, going into this current week, the Braves are coming to Philly, so nice little National League East showdown. But I would say you take 2 or 3 from the Braves, 2 or 3 from Milwaukee, and just keep this train going.
All right, there you have it. The Minneapolis Twins, Anna, are going to Seattle to take on the Mariners. Outlook, please.
They're really hot right now. The Mariners are, so I'm not sure what to expect. And the Twins start the week in Tampa Bay and then go to Seattle after. So going across country can be kind of a stretch. So I'm not sure what to expect. I'll say I hope that we win one of the 3. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. And for the A's, yeah, I don't care. All right, I am going on vacation. Y'all take care of each other. Up next is the big homie from Press Box to Press Roll, Donald Ware, for Anna, for Mike, this is Willie. Y'all stay safe. Y'all hug each other. Y'all love each other. And we'll holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.